I'm Jess from The Tube, and today I'm joined by frontman of worldwide famous band Slade, singer-songwriter, broadcaster, and all-round magician, Mr. Noddy Holder.
Thank you. That's a good introduction. I like that. All-round magician.
So Noddy, how did music start for you and develop into a career?
Well, it started when I was a kid. My mum and dad were heavily into music, my dad especially. He used to sing around the working men's clubs in the Midlands, where I'm from originally. And he used to get up on stage, not paid, just amateur singing. And he dragged me up on stage one Sunday night, and I sang what was the number one record at the time, 1953. It was a version of I Believe by Frankie Lane. And I sang that song, and it brought the place down. Big applause. And I just got the feeling for it, and it was downhill all the way then. As a musician, I thought, oh, this is how I want to spend my life, getting applauded.
So was it any of these musicians that sort of influenced your kind of quirky, original style as a frontman?
Well, I think all musicians from way back, even from way back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, I still listen to that music now. I love all the quirky-looking musicians. I always think the image goes along with the music, no matter what genre, if you're playing jazz or whatever. All the musicians and artists I've tended to like have always had an image, a cool image of one way or another, or a flamboyant image. So Little Richard was certainly a big influence on me from vocal. He was an image on his image, also was his style, his flamboyant style, because you have to, if you're a front man in a rock band, you have to have a big ego and have a flamboyant image also. So people like that did influence me. Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, Fats Domino. People like that who you don't forget them. Once you've seen them, you don't forget them.
Mm. So you spoke in the Masterclass about the importance of writing for musicians, write. Why do you believe this is such an important thing?
Because the whole industry is based on the writing. The same as if you're in a movie, in an actor, in a theatre. That's the bottom line. Is the music or the words, and you have no business, no music business, unless you are coming up with new stuff. It's the only thing that moves the industry forward as well. New ideas. People say there's no new ideas to be had in music, and that I don't believe it. People think that everything's rehashed today. There's always new ideas out there. It's just finding them and hitting on the right idea. But you, even as I said in the Masterclass, doesn't matter if half of what you write is rubbish and it goes in the bin. That's happened to every writer in history. A lot of good stuff's probably never seen the light of day. But the good stuff the best stuff will rise to the surface eventually and will be appreciated. So you've got to write. And if you stop writing, there's no way that ideas will move forward.
And a couple of your main hits, Merry Christmas Everybody, 'Cause I Love You, they were written in quite a short period of time, I believe. Do you think that the key to a hit single is simplicity? And that's
not always, no, but I think simplicity, if you're looking for a commercial hit song, the hook is all important.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always have to be simple. People think that it's simple to write a happy song. It's not. It's exactly the opposite. It's simpler, not simple, but simpler to write a sad song, because you put a few minor chords together and you have a sad tale to tell, you've got a song. With a happy song, you have to hit a feeling. You have to hit a feeling of optimism, and most of our big hits were happy songs. It's much harder to write a happy song, much harder.
Have you ever known when writing a song if it's going to be a hit? Have you ever sort of felt it? Yeah.
Sometimes you just feel it's got the makings, because you remember it immediately. You've written it, you remember it. You don't have to even put it down on tape or anything. Immediately you think this could go all the way. It doesn't happen very often. Sometimes you have to be talked into releasing a record that you think might not be a hit, and then you're proven wrong. So it works in all various ways.
You still hear your Christmas record every year.
You do.
How much influence does this record still have on your life? I believe it's 40 years later since it was recorded.
It's really taken on a life of its own. I just let it go its own way, that record. I'm proud of the record. I don't think it's dated, the record. It still sounds fresh when you hear it today, which I never expected it to do. I never expected it to be going 40 years later, but from when we recorded it. But it does take on a life of its own. So it's just there. The only embarrassing thing is probably if I go on Christmas shopping, it's on in every shop I walk into, and people are going, that's his record. But I am really proud of it, and probably proud of the fact also that young kids come up to me in the street and say, oh, we've just done your song in the Christmas concert, in their Christmas concert at school. That's great, you know, to know it's surviving with a new generation. That's great.
What do you believe the greatest issues musicians face in the industry today? And do you have sort of any ideas or advice for musicians to overcome them here at LIPA?
Well, I think as I said in the Masterclass today, it's survival. You have to work in the remit that you're looking at this as a career, and you have to make a living out of it. Not just for the next 2 or 3 years or whatever, but if you're looking to make a career in this business for the next 40, 50 years of your life, you have to safeguard that. And I think that's an important thing in this day and age. You have to safeguard the business that you're in. You're in the music business. You're in show business. But you have to safeguard that. And you can only... There's a new era upon us now. The digital world is a new era. It's something everybody is learning about now. It's all coming, and it's happening so fast. What was hip 6 months ago is no longer hip. There's something new hip, and in 6 months there'll be something even, and that'll move on even quicker as time goes on. So you have to preserve your talent and your copyrights and whatever. You have to preserve that. Otherwise, you might as well just be doing it for fun and not making it a career.
Well, there's some good advice for us all. This has been Jess from The Tube with Noddy Holder. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, I've enjoyed it.
And see you guys next time.